Ways of practicing the Coda to Bagatelle, Opus 119, number 1, in G minor, by Beethoven. In that Coda section, the first thing I would do is make sure the appoggiaturas of two-note pairs are played with equal durations for the pairs, but lean on the first of the two eighth notes. And I would just to get that idea, I would just play it and listen that I am behind tempo now. Use your wrists. Now this is where we just have rolling motion. Resolve it. 1, 6, 4, 5, 7. We're leaning toward that 1, 6, 4. The question now is how to shape it, because it can all sound the same no matter how you execute them. You want to go back to how you played the opening, which is what this is a decoration of. It actually takes this back tempo. Of course, we're just examining behind tempo. So you're basically taking that idea. You should be hearing that through your mind as you're playing, and how you scope that out, because you did go yum, bum, to there, answer dum, bum, to there. Therefore, you want to think of that as you're playing this. We know all about this. We had done this part as verbatim as it was on the first page. So the change is just the first half of the appoggiaturas. But if you do think clearly of the opening theme and how it falls down a little bit with each of those steps, that's what you should be doing through the appoggiaturas too. In the left hand, I would do block, because the left hand is going to be legato. The way I block it, I cheat a little on the thumb so I can do the legato here underneath. And I hear something coming out. You could say the bass voice coming out, the moving notes. And then this. And then all you have now is broken octaves twice. And that will frame whatever, how you shaped the upstairs. 2, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5. Actually, that when you play the left hand against the right, and you just do things like this. Here you have a little bit of a lean on the augmented 6. And you can remember that from the beginning, where you had the second time you augmented, draws attention to itself because of the dissonance, augmented 6 chord, which is formed by going to the 6th degree of the minor scale. You're going to have an E flat and creating an augmented 6. This is a regular major 6. Half step up with the C sharp gives an augmented 6, which pulls toward the dominant. So as you're playing this, you're again thinking of that opening, so it's simply a variation. But doing that will be a good idea. Fold down, make note of that. You can do it that way. So what we did was so there's some ways to practice blocking the left hand, and so the left hand is going to be seamlessly legato. In this next little section at the end, he has this idea of 4 notes, sol, ti, do, me, and C minor. The C minor is the 4 chord of G minor, that is its subdominant. He takes that subdominant key and he's sol, ti, do, sol, ti, do, sol, ti, do. intensifies, you go to G minor, sol, ti, do, me. And then he has a cadence in 6. I'm blocking them out. I would block them out. So you're rolling motion, rolling motion, rolling motion, rolling motion, rolling motion, rolling motion, da, 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 all legato here. Now you're bringing out that top line, this top line, not the thumbs. You don't want the thumb to stick out. Whatever is, comes out on top. Makes sense to bring that out. Now he takes this idea of sol, ti, do, me into the left hand. Now goes to G minor and it gets bigger. So what he does in the other hand forms the same harmony with thirds. Lean, dominant tonic, G minor. But the attention is probably going to be more drawn to sol, ti, do, me, because that's how we started the section, brought our interest to these. And as he did it in the left hand, he had this, you could say, accompaniment to it. You can block those, lean less. That's something to block and to lean and shape. Everything needs to be shaped out as you're practicing. And he, as he goes to the second key of G minor, he's making crescendo. So he starts in C minor, an undertow, and then goes deeper into a bigger group of notes. And it comes out more in the crescendo of the second key of G minor. So the way to practice lots of blocking, you can also block those instead of, you can block and block these. So you're very loose on the wrist. So you're rolling these out. And when you remember, I would bring out that figure all the way through. It's like a counterpoint, you could say. So that's how I would do it. Lots of blocking, separate hand blocking. 4-1, 3-1, 2-1, 3-1, 1-6-4-5-1. I would definitely do lots of blocking before I put the hands together, and I know what I want to bring out. I know where I'm intensifying.